Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boys, Frogan Reactions here. My name is Logan.
My name is Francesco.
Back outside.
Yes,
for this
and
episode.
You know what that means? It's free agency time. So last year we came outside to discuss free agency, and now we're gonna make it into a tradition.
Okay,
And
so
we're gonna be starting off with the players who left Toronto.
okay,
And
so
let's get right into it. It's not so great.
here we go. Justin Hall. Okay, I'm happy about this. There was no way I'm paying him $3.4 million for 3 years. That's what he got in Detroit.
Justin
Stevie
Hall.
Y. What are you doing, Stevie Weiserman, huh?
I don't know.
You're so a mathematician. Everybody's praising you like you're a god, and you make this stupid error by giving Justin Hall a pay bump. What does he deserve? A guy whose liability is in the defensive zone. He's a liability in his own own. It's funny.
So Justin Hall's headed to Detroit on a 3-year, $3.4 million.
But I wish him the best of luck. This one hurts. This one hurts.
Luke Shen is signing in Nashville, 3 years at $2.75 million.
It might have been a little overpay.
Yeah.
But I would have won Luke Shen.
At $2 million.
Luke Shen, I would have given him the world. Let me tell you something. Luke Shen is somebody who was drafted by the Leafs, who's just a Leafs guy, who loves the Leafs, who grew up cheering for the Leafs. I would have loved this guy to be a Maple Leaf. What a story it would have been. He got drafted by the team, and now he retires with the team. That would have meant a lot, but I wish him nothing but the best in his future.
He was a great D pair with Riley in the playoffs, but unfortunately that won't be happening. As well as our third center, Ryan O'Reilly.
Okay, this one I'm not so sad about. Fuck you.
He's
Honestly.
headed to Nashville, 4 years at $4.5 million.
Don't care. You want to know why I don't care about Ryan O'Reilly? Because Ryan O'Reilly reportedly got the same contract. I mean, I can't blame him because Canada sucks, I guess. Because we get taxed a bunch, let me tell you. But Ryan O'Reilly headed to Nashville by $4.5 million.
You know what? See you later.
But they matched that offer, and he chose to go to Nashville.
Said that, yeah, he was matched the offer by with Tree Living, but they said apparently O'Reilly was saying that he didn't like the locker room, he didn't like the atmosphere.
He didn't like the coach.
Apparently there was a cancer in the locker room, which I find hard to believe.
But anyway, whatever. I think it's those 4 players, and we'll get to those 4 players in a moment here.
Yeah. Michael Bunting, 58, headed to Carolina on 3-year, $4.5 million.
Michael Bunting, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best, but it wasn't working here. His last year was terrible. I mean, got penalties up the wazoo, was a penalty liability, just flopped, yelled at the referees, had a reputation of being not a tough guy, and said he was, oh, I like to play a little straddle the line, but you straddled the line so much you ended up hopping over that line. Yep. So I wish him nothing but the best in Carolina. I hope to God you do well under Rod Brindamore, Rod the Todd man. Let's go.
Maybe we'll see them in the conference finals.
We'll see them when they come to Toronto, and I hope we get a tribute. But anyway, Eric Shelgren.
Headed to New Jersey on a 1-year, $775,000.
This one is like, okay, I didn't know he was a free agent.
I didn't even realize anyway.
But anyway, whatever.
This one hurts. Noel Chara is headed to Pittsburgh with Dubas on a 3-year, $2 million contract. Why couldn't we offer him?
They could have easily offered him
$2 million? You're telling me
for
we signed all our players and
for
we
the
couldn't
sum
get
of the
this guy?
contracts that they offered other people? It seems like they could have offered Noel Chara at least $2 million.
This one pissed me off. It's not because that the player went to another team for more money. No, he signed for $2 million. We could have offered $2 million. Why didn't Tree Living? I don't know. Maybe Dubas had first dibs and Chara liked Dubas. I don't know.
Whatever.
But anyways, there's also Alex Kerfoot headed to Arizona, 2 years, $3.5 million.
This makes zero sense to me. Like, why are you going to Arizona, buddy? But I guess I wish you nothing but the best in Arizona.
If you think
Good luck.
Matthews is gonna go there with you,
I think he will.
You thought wrong.
I think he will. I've started to straddle that line where I'm like, you know what?
Currently, there's a contract in place with Matthews. They're waiting to announce it. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe it has to do with the Nylander situation.
I don't even think there is a contract in place that they've signed.
I don't know what the reports are saying.
But anyway, we'll get to that discussion in a second.
Maybe there's an offer, but this hasn't been officially signed yet. Who knows? But let's get down to who have the lease and Brad Treliving signed in free agency.
This one is baffling, but...
Well, starting off with re-signs, we've re-signed David Kampf.
David Kampf, a slight overpay.
4 years, 2.4 mil. I find that, yeah, it's a little pricey.
But anyway, we'll move on. We'll be happy because David Kampf has come back to Toronto and we all wanted him back.
Leafs have signed Ryan Reeves from the Minnesota Wild.
This one is baffling.
3 years at $1.35 million per year.
I don't even know what to say to this move. Like, I'm sorry. 3 years for a guy who's 36 years old. He will be 39 by the end of this.
Yeah.
Little bit pricey.
Making more than a mil.
Little bit pricey for just a locker room type of guy. But I don't give a
in
crap.
12 games with the Rangers in 2022, he has zero all across the board. But then with Minnesota last year, he had 61 games played, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points.
But I really hope he rejuvenates that locker room, brings some might.
Because apparently the Leafs locker room is...
Bring some bite in that locker room. Bring these entitled bastards who think, oh, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Let's make money instead of winning. Because we don't believe in winning.
Moving on, a defenseman, John Klingberg.
Okay.
1 year, $4.15 million from Dallas.
This one is also baffling.
From Minnesota.
Okay. I'm sorry. He's not worth $4.15 million. And he doesn't even play like right D. He's an offensive defenseman who's a defensive liability. Go check the stats. Go check hockey DB. What his stats are.
17 games played, he had 2 goals, 7 assists.
9 points in Minnesota. Yeah, that's somebody who I want on my team.
And
a defensive liability.
Treliving is 3 for 3 on overpaying players. Does he continue?
Okay, this
Tyler Bertuzzi, the signing I wanted to happen.
One I love. This one I love. Okay, I love with all my might.
5.5 million.
A hometown boy that wants to come and prove himself in his hometown.
Sudbury, Ontario.
From Sudbury, a guy who doesn't give a crap, who will rile you up, bring you into fights, will piss people off. He's a better pest.
There's been a pattern with this signing so far. Treliving is not signing regular season players like we've done in the past. No.
He's hiring playoff performers, playoff players. This guy...
I don't give a crap about the regular season.
Nobody cares about the regular season. We've destroyed, we've demolished the regular season. What we haven't done is took over the playoffs and beat people to a pulp.
It's a totally different breed, the playoffs.
This guy will get you and bring you into the fight.
And with Boston after the trade deadline with 21 games played, he had 4 goals, 12 assists, 16 points.
And in the playoffs,
I believe he had 5 goals.
7 games played, 10 points. I think
5
11.
Goals, 5 assists.
I think 11 or 10, somewhere around there. But that man bleeds blue and white. Okay, this guy, I really hope he performs well.
He's gonna play the wings with either Matthews and Marner, or maybe Matthews, Marner, Tavares, and Nylander.
I take him over Bunting all day. Let's go.
100%.
Let's go, Tyler. Beat some people up.
And
my favorite signing of the day.
Signing.
Okay, the guy from Toronto, born in Winnipeg. I doubt that because he's a Toronto boy. He came to the rink with his father, Domi, a fan favorite from the early whatever you want to say.
Domi is going back in a Leafs jersey because Max Domi signed 1 year at $3 million.
He's coming home. He's coming home, the boy.
Yes.
The nice little boy, Ty Domi's son. It's going to be great. I really hope they give him Ty Domi's number.
20.
Come on.
What was it, 28?
I think 28 or something like that.
Sam Lafferty's number.
Sam Lafferty, I'm sorry, buddy. I love you. You're going to have to pick another number because that is his number. That is Ty Domi's number.
They've given Domi number 11. I don't know why.
I don't think he will wear number 11 at the starting lineup. I think he'll wear number 28. What is justified? What is Ty Domi's number? I love Ty, and I love Max.
He was a playoff performer in the playoffs and in the regular season with 20 games played with Dallas. He had 2 goals and 5 assists. But with Chicago, a full season, almost a full season, 60 games played, 18 goals, 31 assists, 49 points. That's pretty good.
He's overjoyed to come to Toronto.
And
when have you heard that?
In the comments of his post, you can see Mark Wahlberg saying, let's bring the title back to the T.O. And I saw Tom Brady posted like awesome or congrats in his post too.
I love Max Domi. I love Ty. I can't wait to see Ty Domi in the press box.
On the Falcons trip.
Beating people up, just punching fans in the face. I remember that. That was funny.
And
anyway.
Dylan Gambrell, a depth signing for center, 1 year, $775K.
Meh, I don't really care. Anyway,
he had 4 goals, 6 assists, and 60 games played with Ottawa. Again, depth signing just to replace some of the players we lost.
That is.
But imagine this top 6: Bertuzzi, Matthews, Marner, Domi, Tavares, Nylander.
Listen, okay, now we're gonna get into some juicy stuff here. Okay, we have received notice that Mr. Nylander, in his right, I mean, who wouldn't ask for 10 mil to see if they would give him? Because that's the reputation of the Leafs, apparently. Anyway, William Nylander is asking $10 million a season. He doesn't want to be paid much less than the core 4, which, hell, if I could, I would ask for 10 mil. Why wouldn't? But we gotta come into, I think it'll come down from that price, and we'll come to some sort of agreement.
This problem was created by Dubas, by giving Marner and Tavares $11 million. Because now Matthews is getting 11.6, but he's asking for at least 13.
No way.
And Nylander's like, well, what the hell? I'm just as good as them. Why can't I get 10 million?
I'm honestly sorry, Matthews, but you're not better than Nathan McKinnon, a guy who has won a Stanley Cup, who's making $12.6 million. If you want a pay bump, I'm willing to offer you the same, a little less than Nathan McKinnon, because you're not there yet.
Honestly, I won't be surprised if they sign 13 by 5, 13 million 5 years.
Why? Just why? Why does this reputation have to precede ourselves? And look, the worst part about this is that since they didn't move on from a Marner or a Matthews or a Nylander before July 1st, Matthews, full no move clause, full no trade clause. And also Marner, full no movement clause and a full no trade clause.
Same with Tavares.
He ain't waiving it. He's not going to waive it because that's the reputation they have. They're spoiled little brats who don't care about the team they're wearing and don't care about the team that's on the sleeve or on the jersey, on the crest. We need some people to shake some things into their heads, shake a little sense into them.
I think Tree Living just likes handing out no trade clauses because he gave Bertuzzi a no movement clause, a Domi no trade clause, and Camp no trade clause.
A modified.
But they're all probably 10-team no trade clauses. Yarncrow has a 10-team no trade clause, and also Nylander has a 10-team no trade clause. So, about like half of our team has no movement or no trade clauses. And on defense, O'Reilly no movement clause, Brody no trade clause, Klingberg no trade clause, so both 10 teams, and McCabe no trade clause as well.
You want to know who's making more?
More than half our team has no trade clause.
Okay, let's take the Vegas Golden Knights for example. The Vegas Golden Knights have a couple players that make 6. We have a couple players. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, if you look at the top 10 salaries in the NHL, the top 10 players that are making the most money,
guess how many
of them are Leafs, and they have the most out of any team.
Guess how many people are making more than $6 million on the Vegas Golden Knights? 3.
6.
3.
Not 10. 6.
3. That's. We've reached our limit. 3. 1, 2, 3 are making more
let's see
than
how many
6.
the Leafs have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Riley, Tavares, Matthews, Marner, Nylander.
This is a travesty. This is bad. This is bad. I mean,
there's a gap because we have 3 $10 million, $11 million players. So there's no players within the $6 to $10 million range.
We're already $8 million over the cap. Like, how much they want to?
Once you put Muzzin on LTIR at the season opener, we have, let me see, $3.2 million in overages. So we have to shed 3.2. You shed Murray, that sheds 4.6. But then Samsonov has filed for salary arbitration. His hearing is, I believe, the 21st of July, which means he'll probably, I'm assuming, apparently they're not far in contract negotiations. They're just doing this to play time and see
and to get a second buyout window for Matt Murray.
Yes. So also, I think they're probably just going to sign him. Apparently Samsonov wants term, which is fair. I feel like $3 million is where he's going to come in at. But the problem is, if you shed Murray, that 3.2, 4.6, it gives you 1.4 million in cap space. That's not enough to sign Samsonov. Someone's getting traded. And who? Who's gonna get traded?
It has to be.
They're talking about Brody getting traded for another defenseman.
I don't know.
Because he's got 1 year left. Or, I don't want to trade Nylander because right now the market is not that great. There's not a lot of great players to
I don't know what to do.
exchange for Nylander. Because Nylander's a playoff performer.
Brad Treliving.
He scored the damn tying goal to send us to overtime in Game 5 of Florida.
I have no clue. They're in the 8s. He's in the 10s.
Just give him $9 million. That's it. No more than that.
No, and just have a line in the sand. They're at 8. Come to some sort of agreement. Nylander, what are you doing at 10? You're not better than Nate Mack. You're not better than Matthews. You're not better than Marner. I mean, Marner can be a debate there because he actually is a playoff performer. He actually shows up when time is right. You're not better than anybody that is north of 10 mil. I think you're overpricing yourself, but I think he'll come down. I think
he's
civilians
saying if Matthews or other players look to take discounts to stay with the team and help them win, then he'll do the same.
But this has got to stop.
If Matthews takes a discount, I think Nylander will be convinced and follow in order to get this team to win.
And it starts at the top. It starts at the top. So
there's still a chance.
Matthews, take a discount. You want to be a Leaf. You love being a Leaf. You claim to love being a Leaf. Show you love being a Leaf. Show that you're a future captain of this goddamn franchise. Show that you can be captain material by taking a small discount. And Mitch Marner, follow suit. A hometown kid on your next contract, sign a fucking discount. This is ridiculous.
Also, Nylander's already 27. The guy is 2 years older than Matthews and a year older than Marner. So that's another thing. I don't think they would want to lock him up for 9 years at $10 million, so it makes sense.
Anyway, I don't know what you're going to do with this franchise. I have no clue. We'll have to see.
Today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We hope you enjoyed this outdoor setting. And there's lots more to discuss with this free agency. News has been slow after a week of free agency. There has been no more signings other than after the Domi and Gambrell signings. We're still waiting for a Matthews and Nylander contract. We don't know what's going to happen.
We'll see.
Will Brody get traded? I don't know what's going to happen. Will Murray get traded in the near future? Will Samsonov get his arbitration hearing and sign $3 million? Well, there's still lots to iron out before the season begins in September. So, we'll be back if there's more news, and that's been today's video.
Peace.